We called this trade live at 8:02s earlier, right? You heard it in the room. I know it wasn't recorded, but you heard it in the room. We called the 8:02 live and it traded 772. That one trade there was a $600 winner without even knowing anything about anything. Value being bullish or bearish, bonds being bid or offered, because we just read what the auction was. That's all we did. And when the price dropped here, what did I do? I put a buy stop order in just here. I had a buy stop order there in case the price failed, in which case I was expecting the price to go trending towards 800. I never get filled on the buy stop order and I cancelled it. I shouted it out. I've cancelled that buy stop order. And I've just left this buy trade in to take it to the bottom edge, which I'm now booking some monies here. Right, so I'm going to book some money here because that's pretty obvious. It's the target price that we had in mind. So I'm going to book a little bit of money. And the idea is, of course, that if the market is bearish, we'll sweep that 770 right off the map. Right off the map, right? But if they run this and then they go bid, that turns this into a neutral auction. And obviously that means that there's a possibility if they go bid at 776s, that they're probably going to go bid at 773s as well when the price breaks that. So that takes us more into a possible bottom edge in this auction at this point. And we might be able to figure out from the auction whether we go bid or offered. So what are the bullish scenarios? Well, the bullish scenarios, this is one of them, right? So if we keep getting these level 2s and they keep getting bought, that's one of them. If there's a deeper auction into this narrative, well, so long as the buy side auction keeps going all the way back up towards the top edge, then this is a bullish auction as well. So we start watching for those as responses, right? There we go. There we go, guys. All the way to the bottom edge, as we had expected, as we had called. There we go. Nice bit of profit taking right there, right? Nice bit of profit taking. How good was that sell trade, guys? Pretty good. So we said we'd probably look towards about 770. Why? Because it's a round number, of course. So when we get a profit take at 770, that's expected. That's what we would expect from that trade, aren't we? So we don't know what's going to happen next. You might say, but is this a buy or a sell? Well, what do you think it is? It's a sell. How can it possibly be a buy? It's impossible to be a buy at this stage, isn't it? Could it be a buy if the price rejects this and goes all the way back to 776? Sure. But it has to go more than 776. It has to go all the way back up to like 784. Because then it's going to be this scenario here, right? This is the scenario that we would imagine would start painting if that was the case. So we need to see that trade coming in. We need to see it developing. It's not going to develop on a single candle. At the moment, this is what's developing, right? This is exactly what's developing. It's called a sell trend. So how can I be a buyer? I cannot be a buyer. So if I'm using that as a process, I cannot be a buyer in this move at the moment, right? It's impossible. If it rejects, that tells me something. It's not rejected yet. It's not shown any signs of rejection. It tells me something. But at the moment, this is a trending sell. Crazy that we called it at 802s and it's now traded 770s, 760s. Pretty good trade when you look at it backwards. And yet all we've done is we've talked it through. We've told you what the scenario is. What did this scenario turn out to be? It turned out to be scenario 5, didn't it? It turned out to be this scenario here, didn't it? But we can see that it turned out to be that scenario. We can recognize that it turned out to be that scenario when we see it turning out to be that scenario. We're not guessing about it, guys. There is no future forecast on this. It's just what did it do. Stop allowing the pain of guessing to get in your way. Just recognize what did happen and then say, well, that's what happened, so that's what my trade is, right?